Good afternoon, my little modifications. You know, the fun thing about heaven is you get to experience other shit. And I don't just mean gay stuff. I mean alternate dimensions. The things that could have but didn't. And one of the nifty little journeys that we're taking today, someone made a what if of Super Mario CD. What if the Nintendo PlayStation had come out? I mean, it would be... I feel like it's not impossible that Sony would have maybe still gotten into the consoles after getting a taste. But I don't know, man. That feels like a radically different fucking gaming environment. Would Microsoft have been interested? If they didn't see, like, you know, someone else taking a stab at it. What of Sega? Alternate history. Fun little exercise. Okey-dokey. We're gonna load. Go on, pull Duchess. And you're gonna do that thing where you load under everything. Sadly, it's only a demo. So, you know, we get a little peek at the credits. Very pleasant. I feel like I'm in a strip mall aromatherapy clinic. Haha, yes! This shit's like what every fucking old arcade game credits list is like. It's just like, alright. It's still an issue trying to figure out who made some of these fucking old arcade games. And those are like games. So this is the kind of thing I'd fund. Make me Patreon rich. We're getting an entire first year of like Nintendo PlayStation games. Heaven is where the 90s mall stayed well. I'd live in a mall. Like, people have talked about that. God, look at it. The music choices for this are great. Woo! I wonder if I can pick up. I can. There's no sit down. What the fuck is that thing? Alright. Okay, so the big coin's just big coin amounts of coin. Oh, what the? I'm behind. I'm not sure what the... this fucking shit. Damn it. I hadn't been hit by that other one, I'd have fucking figured out what the... You know... Fire flowers... Like, I don't get what that weird little vulva monster is, you know? Like, I'm not, like, is that a reference to something I'm... Alright, that's interesting. I thought that might have been the end, but it's still going. Okay, that's interesting. Ah, alright. Got some new mechanics. We got some, like, slight Mario 2 elements from whatever that thing is. What even is that? That's cool. Some kind of apple? Those respawn. Ah, come on. Ah, those are the only things that don't respawn? Ah! Look at it! It dances! Okay, so we can't fireball those. It's running... So it runs through bsnes, and it uses the MSU1 system that Nair invented, which is a wee bit weird. So a lot of this is just deeply hypothetical. This needs a manual, you know? I need to know who and what these little fucking... Alright, that's interesting. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I guess that was just the end. Underground. Okay. Get back here, pulsating mushroom. Thumbs and I disagreed. Oh, the mechanics are dead on. Like, this is one of those ones where, like, me fucking up the hook jumps is just, it's something I do in Mario all the time. What the? Beat it, buzzfuck. You know, like, I'd commission some, like, fresh music and shit, like... You know, set, like, alright, what would the, you know, what were the Nintendo PlayStation's specs? You know, we'll get it down, we'll go, okay, here's what this was working with. I mean, he looks like, that's the thing, it's like, it's a bit more detailed, he looks like Mario, you know, but just like, I don't know, tiny. Come up with some more power-ups, maybe. Try to think in terms of, like, alright, we have a CD-ROM, what are we gonna do? Can we show this off? So, what the fuck was that? Hey, is that harmful, or can I use that to jump? Aha! I feel like that's got to be used for me to get, like, you know, up there somehow, but I'm not. Maybe I got to use the little flapping guy. Aha! Okay. That's gotta hurt. Like, I think that's spiky. I don't know why I thought I could down jump through the platform. Cock! Yeah, timing the jump just as it fucking goes off is, like, really fucking tight. Like, because I think they're, you know, I think it's definitely feasible to, you know, maybe even collect as much, like, actual fucking, you know, data on it as we can to sort of nail how... Oh, cunt off. You know, what Nintendo's thinking may have been around what they'd have done with a CD-ROM add-on, you know? I mean, they're the ones who commissioned it. Almost fucking happened. It's down there, something. feel like there should be a different death song, you know? Hotel Mario. It's so funny to get, like, access to Nintendo's, like, licenses and to produce that with it, you know? Like, to just... Like, they're not even remotely fun to play. Like, that's the big problem with, like, you know, Hotel Mario and, like, the fucking Zeldas and shit. Is they're just, like, they feel like garbage. You know, like, I'd happily play the fucking Zeldas if they weren't unspeakably unpleasant to fucking just handle. You fuck off. This has, like, fucking noir detective vibes. Alright. I'm gonna fucking lose it this time. Like, honestly, I think you could probably fuse this pretty well with that Super Mario Adventure ROM hack. That's a funny one. Like, that animation style really is, like, it reminds me of some of the season, like that Classic Super early Season 1 Simpsons, where, like, I don't know how they're making 24 frames a second feel like 120, you know, like, everything is just so over-animated. It just, everything looks like it's writhing. It's like, always just grosses me out. I have seen one of the... I know there's native PC ports for the CDI Zeldas. I mean, like, it just needs, like, you know, fucking... basic hit detection in some instances. Like, it really... It fucking sucks in, like, weirdly basic ways, you know? I mean, fundamentally, the idea that we live in a world where, like, there's some element of Nintendo's creativity that is still only exclusively held by Nintendo is, like, just not true. You know? Other people could come up with, like, the same fucking ideas. It's fine. Hold jump, maybe? Like, hold up? Like... Okay, maybe hold up. Alright, no, I have to hold jump, which is just weird. Oh, really? I shrink back down to fucking Little Mario. That was RZ. I have that. I got the fucking CDI controller because of that, which... Believe me, it was not on my fucking list of controllers I thought I'd ever actually manage to get. Not that I, like, want it or even really use it, but just the idea of being able to tick off that box is just fucking too good to pass up. That killed the Goomba! I like that. mushroom. No more wings for you. I'm gonna leave you alive, but you're just stuck having to, like, you know, walk now. Athletic. Golden Jungle sounds like a music genre from Southeast Asia. I don't know, Dream Barbecue doesn't ring a bell. This feels like Castlevania music. Like, specifically Dawn of Sorrow music. As much as I am enjoying the music, it doesn't feel very Mario though, you know? But I feel like you could kind of have a little bit of fun with the idea of like a Sony influence on it, you know? What was that? I mean, I'm enjoying it, so... I do kind of hope there's a boss. See, because, like, what is that? The problem... that screams some kind of narrative. You know? Like, what's the narrative reason for that thing? What does that do? Oh, son of a bitch. I feel like that's gonna do something. Maybe not. Look out, he's wriggling. I climb that? Look, buddy, if you're gonna stalk me, then, you know... This is where we part ways. What the? What the? It turns into little slices of fruit! That goddamn fruit thing got me. Ooh! See Yoshi. I have eaten you. You are dead. penis. You know what? You know how I'd zhuzh this one up? The mushroom makes Yoshi bigger. You get Super Yoshi. Maybe he gets like kind of dragony wings. You know, instead of like having the cape, you've got like a Yoshi that can do shit like that. You're not getting me anymore, you little fucking vegetables. Ah, good, I'm still on Yoshi. Die, Wiggler. Die. Fucking muncher. Yeah, I do love that they've still got the, like, they're whacking him in the head to make him fucking do the tongue thing in this one. Like, it was always such a funny little detail from Mario World. Eat that thing. Boof. In the back of the head. Because I know, like, Yoshi had cool shit where, like, depending on what shell you ate, he'd, like, spit fire and stuff like that. But I feel like also having him impacted by the power-ups would just be a lot of fun. There's, like, a solid 6-minute Yoshi egg-laying scene. It's, like, screaming through it. It's very unpleasant. Cock! He does flinch in pain. Proof that Yoshi does not enjoy being slapped in the fucking face. The beach.
Hey, howdy and aloha. This is Barry.
That was unexpected.
Barracuda Barry coming at you with tracks hotter than July and cooler than a summer breeze. Right here on Manuka Radio in the beautiful Brixery Isles. It is another gorgeous day in paradise with a chance of a couple of light showers that sure to clear right off. In the meanwhile, we got some hot tracks coming up. This one's actually one of my favorites, so sit back, relax, and let the music take you on a cruise right here on Manuka Radio.
Fat coin! I bet Hakuto no Ken can just make you cum buckets, like, you know, you can just do that to the prostate. Like, This song has to be reworked where that voice at the start is Toad's voice. Like that. That would keep that, you know, on like theme. Oh, big jump. Big boy, big jump. Pocketed no homo. Ah, fucking pissed. Too busy laughing how funny I am. I feel like I can swim maybe, but I don't feel like I'm gonna chance it. Yeah, like in this alternate Mario dimension, Wario's introduced, but like not as a villain. The original manuals for a lot of these old games are great for just like baffling lore that they don't stand by anymore. Sheeps! Spinies! Get fucked. Huzzah! I think some different sprites for when, like, they get fire flowered as well, you know? The Wario Virtual Boy game's quite good. I don't even know what hoppers is. So there is no further powering up. I do hope there's a boss. I kind of don't expect there to be, because it is just like a real sort of quickie demo. But it'd be fun if there were like a Bowser and Speedos at the end of this. Penis shit, fuck ass. Cheaps. Okay, I can jump on the crabs. I really thought that'd have been too pinchy to jump on, you know? Alright, that's the end of that one. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Alright. Only about 40 minutes, so... Let's see... I did download something else. Where are you? Fucking maybe I didn't... God damn it. Oh, fucking sneeze. Alright. It like... I had downloaded it. Whatever. So there's another, this is... Oh, I think this one needs... the MSU one as well. I don't know how much this one differs. This is a reimagining of the 1985 Mario Brothers, with visuals that resemble the Japanese official art. A pixel, like, it'd have been interesting, like, some of the... whatever they are, polygonal ones, you know, like, imagine if Crash Bandicoot started out life as like a 2D, you know? Yeah, the Punch-Out prototype, it's fun to see. I do kind of wish there were a tweaked version of the arcade ROM, because the timing on the arcade ROM is weird, like, just really different to the Nintendo, like the home version, and not in a way I'd consider good. Alright. I don't know, I wouldn't exactly call, you know, Pixar a one-trick pony. I mean, that one trick's been going since, like, fucking the 90s. You know, so there's a lot, I'd say there's a lot of separate tricks. Okay, where are we? Load. Oh yeah, I do have to get the shader set up. I think one of the things I really enjoy about, like, the Mega Bezel packs is that there is, like, a preset for the fucking Nintendo PlayStation, which just that tickles me. What does that one look like? It's just a smaller view window. I like that, like, the original Mario Brothers is getting absorbed into the lore.
I'm a super now.
This feels more like Super Mario CD than the Super Mario CD I just played. Look up. I feel like this might be like a whole game as well. Oh, Gianna Sisters. Yeah, I played Gianna Sisters. Yeah, it's funny, because honestly, this feels like the fucking Super Mario CD way more than Super Mario CD did. I don't think I'll even go for the warp here, you know? Like, I wanna see what the other stages look like, you know? I think the water in the, you know, is really fucking cool. That's a lovely touch. Not a lot of good sentences start out with Germans of a certain age. You know, I think we can... Woo! Oh yeah, I got the castle. Stupid fucking turtle. Penis! Weird little fucking up. He just taunts. Definitely can't pick up the shells. Ooh, we get to see what Bowser looks like, or like fucking King Koopa or whatever the shit he was back then. I know they've got some explanation for that, I don't want to know it. Oh, look at that. We got graphics. Cock ass. Well, we're not going to top that. Yeah, I think I might actually play through that. That to me is Super Mario CD. It's called Pasta La Vista if you want to find it, and I do recommend it because it is fun. You know, like it's so complete. Like I'm just gonna call that Super Mario CD. That's more Super Mario CD than Super Mario CD was. Was not ready for lyrics. Is that like, because I heard Doki Doki, I think maybe that's like something to do with, because didn't that have a cartoon? Like, wasn't that based on like a fucking, you know, show in Japan or something? Like maybe? I'm just pulling what little information I have and trying to assemble a fucking picture out of it. I mean, I'm sure there's just like straight up information for what song tracks are in there. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. If you download it, one thing about the MSUs, so the MSU system is like basically the what if for the Nintendo CD, and it lets you glue CD tracks into, you know, SNES ROMs relatively easily. You will need like bsnes or like Ares will run them because Ares is hyper accurate. If you're using Retroarch, you'll need the bsnes core. You know, like I don't think SNES 9X is gonna hack it. I mean, like honestly, Bowser wasn't far off Frank Booth. Like, I always wanted a game based on the Mario movie, you know? And just have it be like a scrolling brawler. Uses like digitized sprites, you know, like the Street Fighter the movie, the game of Mario games. Yeah, there's a version of Chrono Trigger that adds the video cutscenes from the PlayStation version without the deranged loading times. Was Doki Doki Panic based on anything? I don't fucking... I mean, the problem is like, maybe that's a fucking, like, obvious joke, but also, like, Japan went bonkers for theme parks when the economy was in its, like, explosion. Feels like an odd thing to invest an awful lot in, you know? Although I will say that at least now the place is littered with abandoned theme parks. I think more places should be littered with abandoned theme parks. Adds character. Because, like, again, I absolutely stand by it is not a bad movie. Like, in the historical context of when it came out, there was barely any coherent Mario lore. B, all the bits of Mario are in it. You know? Like, it is tremendously weirdly accurate. And it's also just a solid enough film. Like, there's no giant logic gaps. Like, the problem is people will just say shit's stupid and it's like, okay, but, like, why? You know, you don't like the idea of, like, fucking, you know, the giant sheep being a black lady or something? I don't know the fuck, you know. Like, again, if it were released as a trailer, like, now, people would be, like, going on about how cool it is. And this is you got the whole film there. I mean, I'm sure making it was a fucking disaster. It sounded like a fucking awful experience. But, you know. It's not like, this isn't like trying to reappraise the fucking Star Wars prequels, which are measurably bad fucking films. Oh, like, again, the filming process sounds fucking awful. I mean, Double Dragon, no one really had much in the way of expectations for Double Dragon. You know, like, it's okay. I mean, I still say nobody wanted to party with Kogashuko. It's such a weird, like, it's weird. Like, it's not a great movie. Mortal Kombat could have been a lot better, even within the constraints of not having blood and guts. Like, it bothers the ever-loving shit out of me that Liu Kang doesn't do his cartwheel uppercut to Shang Tsung in the end, and also that Johnny Cage doesn't do his uppercut the head off to Scorpion. Because you could have had those, and it would have been those would have been lovely touches to put into the fucking movie. Otherwise, I do really like it. Goro should be a giant animatronic. Well, it's just, again, like, stupid as that. Well, what do you expect? Like, Mario has very little, like, you know, particularly back then, very little fucking plot or character, really. You know? So it's like, alright, what are we gonna do with this as an idea to turn it into a feature fucking film? And I mean, again, like, Toad being, like, a protest song guitarist, evil President Cooper played by, you know, fucking Frank Booth, like, just magical. Goro shouldn't be coated in 80s goo. I think you can make him glisten a little bit, like give him a little spray down for the sweat, but not, he shouldn't be oozing. That's a little, that's off. I love that, like, you know, because Double Dragon's another one where Neo Geo made a game based on the movie. And it's actually a reasonably solid fucking fighter. Yeah, Yoshi was in there. Another line from that movie that I find myself saying all the fucking time is, like, Princess Daisy telling Toad that, like, she's a vegetarian, and so, like, he goes away and comes back with vegetables, and he just goes, vegetables, and that got into my brain when I saw that in, like, fucking 1990 or whatever. The two cinematic Addams Family movies are absolute fucking gems. They are fantastic fucking films front to back. Not a fucking bad minute in either of them. Completely rewatchable, completely watchable now. Fantastic fucking movies. Weirdly, the Beverly Hillbillies, not as good, but, like, still good. Probably a few other ones I'm forgetting. I mean, Mortal Kombat is like, the fighting game movies should be like a 10-episode series. It's a fighting tournament, you know? Like, you can't get that to really fit comfortably into a fucking feature. Just do a series. You got lots of characters that you need to get fucking, you know, covered. Just do a fucking series. He was fantastic. Like, he really fucking carries so much of Street Fighter. Like, without him, that movie would be way more of a bummer than it is. I mean, like, the making of it, like, you know, it wasn't supposed to be that way. Like, that wasn't the idea. They had Benny Urquidez on fucking, you know, fight choreography. Like, it was supposed to be a solid fucking wire work Hong Kong fucking action movie, but they had to, you know, work around Raul's fucking cancer, and so basically they had to, the idea was they were going to shoot, like, all the talking and shit basically first, and then while that was going on, be doing, like, the training and choreography for the fight scenes that they were going to film later. But then they had to film all of the fucking, I don't know, it's something to do with having to work around his fucking cancer. Yeah, one game per season, you know. And again, like, it doesn't need to be 10, you know, it could be 7 episodes, whatever, but, like, you know, you have, like, maybe, like, you know, again, like, fight scenes are story. You know, if you can't express, if you don't understand that you can express character and plot and stuff through a fight scene, you shouldn't be anywhere near one. Because you absolutely fucking can. I mean, shit, there's like character development in the difference between Sagat's Tiger Blow in the Alpha series and the Tiger Uppercut that he uses in, like, the later Street Fighter 2. You know? Like, because Tiger Blow is like a multi-hit where he spins at the top. But then Ryu beat him with the Shoryuken, which is one hit. And so he comes back in Street Fighter 2 with the Tiger Uppercut, which is one hit, and he backflips at the top because of the force he puts into it. Mortal Kombat 2, yeah, it's kind of the peak of the 2D Mortal Kombats, really. I never liked the Ultimate and Mortal Kombat 3. Character sprites were a bit smaller, and didn't like the combos, and it's also when they started just going bonkers on the characters and just producing largely crap. That said, I do enjoy the Mugens of them, because they're goofy as shit. But yeah, no, again, it's, you know, you watch Chan's stuff, like, character is expressed, you know, developments are expressed, like, it's that question of, like, why did the hero win the fight? And if you can't answer anything because they're the hero, then don't make a fight scene. And it's not like this is fucking hard either. You just have to know to do that. You just go, oh yeah, why does he win? Like, well, you know, like all the best action movies and shit, like, you know, fucking operate that way. I mean, the Mortal Kombat 3 was where the fatalities started getting dumb too. It's like, the explosion fatalities sucked. Like, the skinning ones were good, but, you know, everything else was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Come on. It was all just blow. And again, that's something that only got fixed when they finally went back and did fucking the Mugens. That said, the Mortal Kombat 2 remix, absolutely fantastic. It's literally better than the arcade ROM. Yeah, I mean, like, again, the other live-action Street Fighter stuff, like Assassin's Fist, that was good. You know, Goku got hit with Wake Up fucking, you know, Raging Demon. Gotta respect the Wake Up Ultras, man. Animalities was stupid. Yeah, I mean, like, I get putting, like, friendships in. I mean, babalities, I just, why is that the... Like, friendships being, like, in just kind of as a gag, like, that's fine. Like, I'm not really bothered by that. Like, even then, the animalities was stupid, too. It's like... That was, like, especially, oh god, the animal, like, adding that to Mortal Kombat Annihilation is still so fucking funny to me. I mean, yeah, like, new Mortal Kombat, though, like, is, you know, the discussion around, like, the quality of the fatalities and stuff is largely irrelevant when you're dealing with modern rendering and shit. You know, back when it's just like, alright, here are some sprites that we're gonna reuse the fuck out of, it was a much more pressing issue. It's, you know someone without thinking was like, hey, what if we had them turn into animals? We could call it bestiality. Research department has come back and suggested we change that. Oh, oh god, the Deadly Alliance period characters, man, yeah. Just Cobra! Look, everybody! It's Cobra! Ubra. I like whatever the third one of the early 3D ones was, like Annihilation. No, it wasn't. It was Mortal Kombat. Deadly Alliance. Whatever, the third one. But I fucking hate the creative fatality system. Ruins the whole fucking game. I don't want, like, just generic fucking fatality. I want bespoke fatalities for the characters that reflect them as characters. You're too lazy to do that. And that fucking blows, because it has every one of the 3D characters in it. Armageddon, that's it. Khan's like, God, that shit in the fucking movie is so fucking stupid, though. Like, you could just have a fight between these two characters. You don't have to have them morph into some of the worst 90s CG you'll ever seen. You know? Deception, that was the second one. I was struggling with that. Deception's not bad. Like, I'm not going to say it's a fucking fantastical, well-balanced fighting game by any stretch of the imagination, but, like, particularly for its period, like, and particularly after, like, Mortal Kombat 4, which is just not great. Like, bland as shit. You know, they really just, it's 3D now, okay. Is there anything interesting in this? Like, they even didn't really, they didn't keep the unique combos that the characters had from, like, Mortal Kombat Trilogy and shit, so it's just like, it's so many ways, it's just a step back. Yeah, you didn't miss, like, I will say, like, if you want to play one and get a feel for what it was like, Deception is, like, not awful, you know? Like, it's, again, you gotta measure it relative to its time and place in history, etc. But, like, you know, solid. The state, yeah, I as dumb as they are for any form of, like, competitiveness, I did enjoy the ridiculous stages. You know, like, you could just bully your brother over to a corner and knock him into something. Had full health. Doesn't matter! I mean, some of them are just ridiculous designs, because, like, you can basically get touch of death stuff, just, you know, depending on what side of the screen you're on. Alright. Well, that'll do for today. Pasta La Vista is the true Mario CD, for some reason. I'm not sure why that happened, but, well, that's the way it shakes out. Dear God, I hope the new Backlash demo is out by Wednesday, just because I want to fucking play it, because the Hell in a Cell stuff looks stellar. Oh, yeah, like, I mean, trying to judge, like, you know, Mortal Kombat, the 3D Mortal Kombats as 3D fighters is a non-starter. They're garbage 3D fighters, like, compared to Tekken, Virtual Fighter, damn near fucking everything. But yeah, so here's, like, some of the preview stuff for, like, the Hell in the Cell feature that's coming to Backlash. And this gives me, like, just a pulsating erection. Like, you can climb inside, you can do shit, like... It's on its way. Hard at work getting stuff done. You know? I mean, the fact that you can, like, knock the cage door open a little bit, like... You know, fucking climb off the fucking table. This only existed in dreams. This nourishes my soul. Rumble Roses is good. Like, it's got loads of moves in it that, like, are largely, like, Japanese and, like, you know, Joshi exclusive. Look at that. Randy was saying that he doesn't have the falling through looking perfect yet, which is why you don't sort of see it here, but it's going to be in it. I mean, the thing is, the Rumble Roses engine is just like, you know, the Ukes engine. And it's perfectly good. The thing about Angle's moonsault was like, the idea was it was something that was completely like, it was completely out of character for him to do, which is why he'd only do it in like desperate times and would almost always miss. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I finally got like the, God, what is it, Zemu or Xenia? I can't remember which fucking... Zemu farm? Zemu, yeah. I finally got Zemu working, so I got like Rumble Roses 2 to work. Which is a weird game too, like there's a whole like plot thing you gotta deal with. Alright, well, that'll do for today. If the gods are listening, we might have some Backlash on Wednesday. If not, Resident Evil on Friday. And until then, I don't know, entertain your fucking selves.